Welcome to Fanm Kreyol Takeover, presented by Fanm Inc. and Lux TV. And I'm your host, Middles, and today we have the beautiful
Fayola Nicaisse.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. And you know what? I'm so excited about this. You know, I'm a girl, so I'm totally into this kind of stuff. So can you tell us about what you got? Why are you here? What do you do?
I'm the founder of Ebene Naturals, which is an organic hair and skincare line. We also make home products.
Okay.
Spa products and baby products and stuff like that. Basically, I would say we are an organic lifestyle.
Okay.
line.
Okay. And you know that's what's popular that's actually what's popular right now is organic stuff.
It's funny that it's popular now because when I started 20 years ago, it was not really popular. People were like, "What are you doing?"
Okay. Okay.
You know, and so I'm happy to see that it has caught on.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm happy too because you know we definitely need these things in our market. You know we need this for Black girl magic. But is it only veered towards the African American women, or can all women use this?
The way that I formulate the products, because in my family, like my kids are biracial, they're mixed.
Okay.
So I formulate the products so that they can serve all curly hair, whether you have texture like mine, texture like my kids, textures like my nieces and nephew, which tend to be a little more on the 4C side.
Okay.
I'm a 4A, B, and C.
Oh, okay.
My daughter, I guess her hair is more like a 3B.
Okay.
My son is like a 3C.
Okay.
My ex-husband is Caucasian. He has straight hair. So the way that I formulate is that the whole family could be connected through the products.
Okay, I like that.
And he had some products for him as well in here. Yeah, because I wanted to create something that, because when I got married, I knew that my kids were going to feel different.
Okay.
But I didn't want them to feel different in their home.
Okay.
So I formulated products that all of us can use together.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I mean the curly hair products, for example, the way that I formulate them, they're very light. They're not greasy. They don't leave buildup. They don't weigh your hair down. So whatever your texture, your hair is going to be super hydrated.
Okay.
Your curls are going to drop. Your hair is going to blow with the wind and it's going to flow. And you're not going to have the buildup or anything like that. That would kind of weigh down on, less coarse hair.
Yeah.
So that's why, everyone can use them.
Yeah, I'm into the hair feeling weightless feel. I absolutely love when I can't feel my hair on my head.
Exactly.
I just, well, granted, I like braids too, but when it's my own natural hair, I want it to feel so weightless, so free and everything like that.
Exactly. And that's the reason why I started doing this also, because 20 years ago, before people started to look at natural products and natural ingredients and embracing an organic lifestyle, every product for us was made with wax or petroleum.
Right, to try to control the hair.
Yeah, the idea was if something was very heavy, it would control your curls.
Yeah.
Which is not true.
Yeah.
To define and to moisturize and to get your curls to do what you want them to do is all about hydration, which has nothing to do with grease.
Right.
And so when I went natural, that's when I really realized that all the products that were on the market for us that we were accustomed to using were actually drying our hair out and creating this super coarse hair texture that made us into, like not being able to handle our hair. And the next thing to do was get a relaxer because you just can't handle this.
Yeah.
And when you have products that nourish and hydrate and help you embrace your texture, you're less likely to want to have a relaxer. Because
I agree. I totally agree with that. Well, now that we actually got into why you created the products, you're Haitian, right?
Yes.
So
born and raised.
I love that. I was born in Haiti, left when I was 2. So I can't say raised, but I embrace my Haitian culture so much. But so where are you from in Haiti? Where's your family from?
Well, my dad is from Jacmel.
My dad too.
And it's so funny because I was doing to the family tree not too long ago, and I found out that my grandfather used to be a judge in Jacmel.
Okay, that's
which was kind of funny. Yeah,
yeah,
back in the, I guess, late 20s, 30s.
Okay.
And my mom's family is from a little bit of everywhere, but mostly Kai.
Okay.
And but I was born in Port-au-Prince.
Okay. Yeah, me too. M'te fait Port-au-Prince. And it's so funny parce que m'te fait long tap.
Pas vrai.
Yeah, maman ta wale l'airport, kounya, parce que l'te gen 9 mois, yo te di vent l'te trop gros pour monter avion. C'est pour l'te gen papier docteur qui te dit l'ka voyager. So, li pat gen yo di retourner la Kali, kounya lan route saute airport pour la Kali m'tou fait la machine nan.
Wow.
I know.
Li tout accouché.
Tout accouché, m'te ka fait l'avion la fin. I think they said like when I was 18, I could have chose a destiny or a place to be born or something like that. But when I tell people that story, they're like, my mom be like, it's like for a day or two. I'm like, oh, that is not the reason.
But you know what? I was like your mom. I was living in Dallas, Texas when I was pregnant with my daughter.
Okay.
And not to talk Dallas down, but when I lived there, I encountered a bit of racism.
Okay.
And I'm a very defiant person, being Haitian.
Okay.
I was like, there's no way in hell I'm going to have this state on my birth certificate for my daughter.
Yeah, you wasn't about that.
Because it's just, I felt like I wasn't being embraced there. So I got on the plane when I was, I want to say I was at 36 weeks.
Okay.
And I landed on July 5th. I went for my first doctor's appointment on July 7th. And the doctor was like, you're crowning.
Wow.
So I almost had her on the plane. I was having contractions, but since it was my first child, I didn't know.
Okay, yeah.
I was like, man, she is stretching in all types of directions, not realizing
water could have broke right there on the plane. Jesus.
I was in labor and didn't even know it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's interesting. You know, I love hearing these crazy birth stories. So for your business, what are your plans to further your business?
I did some restructuring.
Okay.
You know, we were at Whole Foods for 18 and a half years.
Oh, so you guys are in Whole Foods?
Yes.
Okay, that's cool.
We were.
Oh, you were?
We were the first Black brand on the shelf at Whole Foods. We kind of opened the whole idea of them carrying products for natural hair.
Okay.
I used to model back in the day, and when I would shop at Whole Foods, I never saw product on the shelf for my hair type. So I started to mix my own.
Okay, so you were natural like all your life?
Not all my life.
Okay.
Towards the end of my modeling career, I got tired of the
polished, relaxed look.
Yeah, I just got, you know, and the thing, I never liked a relaxer.
Okay.
My mom relaxed my hair for the first time when I was 11, and I grew it out. And then the second time I was 16, and I grew it out. And then she talked me into another one when I was about 18. I grew it out.
Okay.
And then when I left the nest to, you know, I was engaged to get married, I was like, okay, this is time for me to be me. Okay. So I chopped all my hair off 2 months before my wedding.
Really?
And you can imagine a Haitian mom.
Oh, yeah. She wasn't having that.
I showed up with a little afro. Oh, she was like, "Gade ki satisfie en fait tête li avant l'almoyer." But to me, it was a way of liberating myself.
Right.
Because I felt like the relaxer was almost like gel.
Okay.
It was not natural. And my hair didn't like relaxers. I put a relaxer, and within like the first 3 months, my hair looks great. The moment I do a touch up, my hair breaks off.
Okay, yeah.
And you know, then it just did not feel. I'm a very low maintenance person.
Okay.
It's like this is day 3 of my wash and go. Okay?
I love wash and go. So that's actually one of my favorite natural looks.
It is. It's so easy. And when you have a relaxer, you have to go to the salon, get your hair blow dry, sit under the dryer for 2 hours. It's like, my God.
Right. It's a process.
It's too much work.
It's a process, yeah.
You know? So natural was natural.
Okay, so where's your products located now?
We have our boutique, which we just opened in downtown Overtown area.
Okay.
Our products are available on Amazon. And we have select salons that we work with. Okay. The addresses for those salons are listed on our website. After, you know, us go, how do you say that? After we separated ourselves from Whole Foods, I wanted to work more one-on-one with the salons.
Okay.
Whole Foods has asked us to come back, but, you know, it's... I really want to focus on the salons, you know, because I feel like it's a more personal relationship with the consumer where you can actually sit down and look at their hair and explain to them exactly which regimen works for them, where when they go to the grocery store, they don't have that experience.
Okay.
And one thing that I would get a lot over the past 18 years when I was at Whole Foods is customers would call me all the time while they're standing in front of the products at the store. So which one do I get from my hair?
Oh, wow.
And
I like that personal relationship.
yeah, so to me, that's kind of the approach that I want to try for a bit and see where it goes. Because, our products work depending on your porosity too, which is very important.
Yeah.
And your curl pattern. And not everyone has the same porosity. Okay. You could have hair like mine and have very low porosity, where the products just,
that's true.
It's just so. I really train the salons on looking at your hair, trying different products to see exactly which regimen is going to be correct for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And actually being in the hair industry myself, I do have a few of your products at home.
Oh,
yeah,
awesome.
yeah. I think they're good. They're really good, actually.
Thank you.
I support the business.
Thank you.
But also being a Black Haitian business, right? Do you see yourself, venturing out to Haiti with these products?
They are in
they
Haiti.
Already in Haiti? Oh, that's
They've been in Haiti for 7 years.
Look at that.
They're in a place called Tanas Beauté in Pétionville.
Okay. What about France?
France, we ship to France.
Okay.
I don't have a spot in France selling the products as of yet.
Because
I do want to expand a little more internationally, because we do get orders from all over the world.
Because I know you said that your products is a French name. And what is it? Well, what is, yeah, let you explain the name.
If the name of the product is Ebene, right? And in Haiti, we speak both French and Creole. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to choose a name that resonated with me.
Okay.
Because when I started the brand, people kept on telling me, do not make products for Black people.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Can you believe that?
Right.
They were like, if you make natural products for Black people, it won't sell.
Right.
And being the defiant person that I am, I'm like, not only am I gonna make products for Black people, I'm gonna give it a name that resonates with who I am.
Absolutely.
So Ebene means ebony in French, and to me, it means pure, organic, flawless, natural.
Just the name sounds refreshing to me.
Yes. And, and granted, everyone can use the products, because we have customers that are Jewish, Latino, mixed, African American, Caribbean American, we have Caribbean folks. We cover everyone, but I want, when you pick up the bottle and you see the name, you know that a Black woman made this product.
Yes.
And that's the reason why I chose this name.
Well, being a belle femme.
Oh, thank you.
At least you're very beautiful. What does belle femme mean to you? What do you think of belle femme?
When I think of belle femme, I think someone that embraces who she is 100% without making any kind of apologies for who she is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. Very straight to the point.
Yes.
So I don't know if you're quite familiar with what's been going on this summer. It's called the Hot Girl Movement. Have you a Hot Girl Summer? Do you know what that is?
No.
So a Hot Girl Summer, I guess it's a battle between guys and girls this summer about, some people take it very negative, but with me, I feel like, I'm going to give you my definition of a hot girl summer, and you'll let me know if you think you're having a hot girl summer or,
okay.
So to me, a hot girl summer is, someone that's about their business. They're taking care of business. They're saying what they mean and meaning what they say. They're having women empowerment. They're having brunches, lunches. They're loving everyone around them. They're just doing everything positive.
What she said. I'm all about that.
And, they're doing it in a very respectable, modest way. So
yes.
I just want to know, are you having a hot girl summer?
I guess I am. Okay. I guess I've been having a hot girl year.
You know what? I like that even better, hot girl year. And you're gonna end the year with a hot girl year.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I think that's the way to be true to oneself.
Okay.
You have to not only empower yourself, but empower others as well.
Okay.
As I had mentioned before we started to tape, I do the Ebene Bazaar once a year, where I bring other Haitian-owned businesses to bring them on the platform to introduce them to other clients.
Okay.
It's all about connecting, networking, and empowering each other.
I like the fact that you like to share within the community. You like to bring the people together.
Yes.
I think that's very, very resourceful, very smart, very humble, because some people, they like to just be about them, making sure that their stuff is out there. They don't really care about anybody else, but you're actually trying to bring a group of people together.
I don't like that kind of energy.
Yeah, me either. I feel like you get blessed more when you do the things together, when you invite people into the circle and stuff like that.
And to me, it's not even about looking for blessings. It's just that if there's a way that I can help you, why not help you?
Okay.
Like, I had a scare of breast cancer
a
couple months ago, okay? There's a woman called Pastel Auguste. She has a company called HEP, HEPP.
Okay.
Where I'm going to give her a little plug. She offers free mammograms in the Haitian community.
Oh, wow.
She's all about saving women from breast cancer in the Haitian community,
that is
right?
amazing.
So Pascal went after me for a few months. You got to get a mammogram. You got to get a mammogram. You got to get a mammogram. And I had such a negative tone about mammograms. And I just was like, okay, well, I'll pass your pamphlet. I tell people, but I don't know if I'm going to do one.
Right.
And she kept on calling. And then finally she says, Fayola, I have an appointment for you on May 31st.
Right.
May 31st is my father's birthday, who passed away from colon cancer.
Right.
So when she gave me that date, I was like, holy.
It's a sign.
Yes. Dad wants me to go get a mammogram.
Yeah. You know what?
I didn't say the word. So I went and they found 3 masses.
Wow.
And they sent a letter in the mail, which thankfully I didn't get because I didn't check my mailbox. So she got her letter first and she called me frantic. And I was like, calm down. Are you okay? She's like, well, I'm so sorry. And I said, calm down. What's going on? And she told me, I said, I think I'm going to be okay. She goes, yeah, but I didn't want to give you the news. I said, it's okay. I know cancer is very prominent in my family. And I believe that 50% of it is your genes and the other 50% is lifestyle and what you do.
Absolutely.
And I said to her, I make natural products. I eat natural food. I exercise. I even make my own deodorant. So I'm feeling good right now that it may not be cancer.
Okay.
Maybe it's allergies. And she started laughing. She goes, okay, I'm going to be optimistic with you. And, but then after the news sunk in, I was like, what am I going to do?
Right.
Who's going to take care of my kids?
Right.
Who's going to run the business?
Right.
And I was stressed for a while. And then we had the second test done, and then it turned out to be, what do you call them? Cyst.
Okay.
I did a detox. The cyst went down. And so I've been helping her promote. I put it on my business pages. I do email blasts with her number. Because I think what she's doing in the Haitian community is great.
Yeah.
And I even went on a radio station with her, a Haitian radio station, to get the word out so that she can help and save as many lives,
Okay, well, I think that, it's great that, it was nothing serious, that you were able to get rid of it. Absolutely. God is so good. So with that being said, you mentioned social media. So is social media a lifestyle for you? Is this, do you find that social media is what's helping push your business more?
I'm very bad with social media. I actually just started really pushing on Instagram, I want to say 2 years ago.
Okay.
I had the name reserved for years, but I never did anything with it.
Okay.
And about 2 years ago, my kids were like, Mom, you've been around longer than everybody else. You really need to be active.
Absolutely. I agree.
And so 2 years ago, I started to post things, and I don't post all the time. I have someone that posts for me as well sometimes. Okay. But I'm more about word of mouth and introducing people to the products. I've been approached by a lot of bloggers and a lot of YouTubers and a lot of different personalities on social media. And I prefer to work with actual customers and show how the products work.
Okay. So social media is not like a big 9 to 5 for you then?
No. And I know it's very important. I'm not going to say it's not. But I'm a very real person. Okay. And if a blogger is going to be using my products, I would like to be present to see how they do it. I don't want to have this whole big production where you it needs to be realistic. Okay. I'm more on the real side of things.
I like that. I like that. It's what you get, what you see is what you get. Exactly. And being hands-on. I like that.
Yeah. It needs to be relatable.
Right.
Or the person looks and says, you know what? I can achieve that.
Right.
I don't want high production because a lot of times I look at those videos and you could tell they had rollers in there or something else. And the thing is, the person's never going to achieve that look.
Absolutely. So we're going to go ahead and go to our special topics. And you did choose to talk about domestic violence and abuse. Yes. So I'm going to go ahead and give you the mic and, share your story if you have one or, just what's your outlook on domestic violence and abuse is.
I have a couple of things to say about domestic violence. I was married for 7.5 years. Okay. And when I got married, now looking back, there were signs there, but I just, I was not raised in a domestic violence home. So I did not recognize the signs at first. Okay. When I started the business, my ex didn't think it was going to go anywhere.
Okay.
He came home one day and he was like, listen, I'm tired of the weight of the family being on my shoulders. You need to put our daughter in daycare and get a job. I don't care if it's in a grocery store, at the gym or whatever, but you need to get out of the house and bring in some income.
Okay.
And I looked at him like, this is not the conversation we had before we got married.
Okay. It
was agreed that I would stay home with our child until she was about 2. Then she could go to preschool because I really wanted to be involved. You never know who you're leaving your kids with.
I agree.
I'm not going to drop a child that doesn't speak yet. Boom, here, take care of my kid while I go get a part-time job somewhere and give you all the money I made to pay for this daycare. It just didn't make sense to me, right? Mm-hmm. I said to him, I said, you know what? You married a Haitian woman and she told you she was going to stay home with her kid. I am not going to get a part-time job anywhere.
Okay.
He's like, but then you need to call your agent and get back into modeling. I was like, no, I don't want to model anymore either. Because that would mean traveling with the baby on jobs, and that would not be good for her.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they don't care about it's not like it's unprofessional. Models go on set with babies all the time.
Okay.
I just didn't want to have my baby on the plane. You know, it's just, no. And so I said to him, I'm going to start a business. And he laughed at me. He laughed, and he was like, ha, when you're done dreaming, get a part-time job.
Wow.
And to me, being defiant, my father raised me to not see obstacles, which was a gift. Because my dad, and I didn't know this until my father passed away, his dad didn't take care of him. Okay. My father grew up very poor. Okay. There wasn't even a floor in the house that he lived in. It was dirt. Okay. And he used to buy one shirt, one pair of pants, one pair of shoes, take them apart, buy fabric and leather to make more to go. Wow. That's not the man that I knew. My father was a doctor, an engineer, and an attorney. Okay. That's what I knew. So it's not after he passed away that the story came out of where my father came from, which gave me even more respect for him. Okay. He was a very driven man. He never saw obstacles. He didn't I don't see color when I'm doing business. Sometimes people say, being a black woman, don't you find this? I don't go into anything as a black woman. Okay. I go into it as a businesswoman. So, and my father never put those things on him either, So when my ex-husband told me that, I was like, you must not know whose kids you're talking to, Yeah. I had been mixing these products when I was modeling for years. Okay. People had already been meeting us at airports and stuff to buy them. I was like, okay, I'm going to turn this into a business. And I went and I met with Whole Foods, one of the buyers there. His name was Jason. And I said, Jason, you don't have any products on the shelf for black hair. He's like, well, yeah, we do. And he showed me the shampoo for people that color their hair black. And I was like, no, you don't have products for this. This is black hair. Right. And he looked and he was like, oh my God, you're right. I said, yeah, and I've been shopping here for years and I've been making my own products. Okay. I'd be more than happy to show you what we have. And he's like, okay, bring it on. I went home and I told my ex-husband, John, I said, I had a meeting with Whole Foods and I want to see the products. And he was like, and where are you going to make this stuff? I said, I'm going to make it at home. Oh, yeah, you're going to make products at home and someone's actually going to buy them. I said, you know what?
So negative, Jesus.
Very. I said, you know what? Keep all that stuff in your head to yourself. Right. All I need is your help with putting together my labels for me and my logo. I'm going to sketch what I want it to look like because I didn't know, I was not savvy in the computer as he was. I said, this is all the help that I'm going to need from you. He's like, fine. I'm going to help you with that. And when you're done, go back into modeling. Oh, okay. We had this conversation, and I never forget it, April 7th. And by June 15, we were on the shelf. June 30th, the article came out in the Dallas Morning News, and we sold out.
I know, he felt so foolish.
Oh, it gets better. 6 months later, he lost his job.
Oh, and guess who was supporting who?
And he didn't work for 4 years.
Oh, wow.
And that's where domestic violence came in. Okay. Because here you have someone that's almost 15 years older than I am. I think he's 13, 15. I would have to do the math. Between 12 and 15. And he's a Caucasian man who's used to, all the doors opening, never having to, really push your way through things. And all of a sudden now, this younger black woman is supporting the family. Yep. And it really hurt his ego, which I didn't understand.
Because with you, that's your husband. And so
that's my husband. That's my family. I'm taking care of us. I got this, you know?
Right.
But to him, it was a blow to his ego.
Yeah.
And my ex-sister-in-law came to me one day. She was visiting from Oregon. She's like, you need to quit your business. And I said, why? Why do I need to quit my business? She says, it's really hurting your husband. Don't you see what it's doing to him?
Wow.
And then I said to her, hold on a second. Is this the advice that you would give to your daughter? She says, oh, no, I would tell my daughter to leave him. I said, oh, so what's good for your child is not good for me.
Right.
And I was like, so if I quit the business, how are we going to support this family? Are you going to pay my bills? And she just looked at me, went up to our guest room and didn't say another word to me.
Foolish.
And that's another thing too. When you are, the more abusive he became,
the more successful you became.
The more successful I became, the more abusive he became.
Right.
The more angry he became.
Right.
So the more successful I became, the angrier he became.
Okay.
And I tried really hard to make the marriage work.
Yeah.
Because I already had 2 kids with him.
Right.
So we did a marriage counseling thing. I had him go to seek anger management and everything. And I would walk into the marriage counseling room and the counselors would ask him to step out for a minute. And they were like, girl, you need to leave this marriage.
Yeah. It was like he just refused. You know what? Sometimes it's like he didn't want to. That's what he didn't want to. He probably just didn't want to even put the effort in, you know?
And the thing is also, he didn't realize that he was being abusive to us.
Okay.
And something else I'm going to say, the system is not really set up to protect women in domestic violence.
Wow.
When I would call the police and they would come over, they have this rule where they come, and when they remove the person, you think to yourself, oh my God, thank God I can breathe. But they tell him he can come back in 24 hours. So now you've called the police on this person because you were scared. And now in 24 hours, he's back in your home. Right. What do you think is going to happen?
He's going to be even more outraged.
Exactly, because you have the audacity to call the police on him.
Right.
And I don't think that's one thing that I have a problem with when I was, in the situation.
Right.
He was abusive to our children. He tossed my daughter around whenever he was enraged, and I would tell them that, and they would have him come back within 24 hours.
Sad.
So I had to eventually get, when I filed for divorce, I got a restraining order. But I'll never forget this. The one time that I called the police, I was living in Kendall at the time. Okay. And I'm saying Kendall because I want the Kendall Police Department to do better by women who are in situations like these. The police officer, I don't remember his name. I wish I did. He was very... I don't even know what the word would be for him, but God bless him. And I pray to God that none of the female in his family ever have to go through something like this. And this is what my ex-husband tells me when he comes back to the house. He says, oh, you called the police on me. When I was downstairs, they were like, is she worth it?
Wow. Very disrespectful.
Very disrespectful. Is she worth it? And then this particular police officer told him, man, if I had one like this at home, the way she's talking and stuff, I'd probably beat her ass too. Excuse my French.
Wow.
And so he came back feeling empowered.
Yeah. You know what it was? Now he feels like every time he called the police, he's going to get another police officer like this.
Right.
So,
And so when he told me that, I called the police station and I told the chief there exactly what that police officer said. And he had the nerve to call me and threaten me.
Wow.
He's like, oh, you're calling my boss and telling my boss this? And I said, listen, what you did, I'm a strong woman in a situation. But imagine if I was not a strong woman in this situation. Imagine if I was a woman that had been beaten down till she could not even recognize herself. And what you're doing is creating a weapon that's getting stronger in her home.
Absolutely.
And I said, you're not going to threaten me.
Absolutely.
And I hung up. And a few months later, I filed for divorce and I got a restraining order, which the judge gave me for life, which is not something that they usually do.
That's good.
To my surprise, my ex admitted to everything in court. I was really shocked because I was expecting him not to,
right.
But anyway, that's where I wanted to touch on domestic violence.
Well,
if a woman is going through domestic violence, the best thing for you to do is just get a restraining order, because trying to look at the police to help, the way that the laws are right now, is the person's home, so they have the right to come back.
I get it.
And it does not really protect you. You have to leave, get a restraining order and all of that. I had to basically move into my first store with my children and get a restraining order. I had to leave my home.
Well, you know what? All of this is wonderful testimonies for somebody else. So, things happen for a reason. It's unfortunate it had to go, it had to be through domestic violence, but all of it is a testimony. So just to, change the mood, let's go back to let's go back to Hot Girl Summer. So I don't know if you're familiar with the Millennium Tour MCM. So MCM is called Man Crush Monday, right? So, it doesn't even have to be in the Haitian community. If you could if you're crushing on any guy, who is this guy? It can be a celebrity, it can be a local, it can be anybody you want to.
I hate to say it, but I don't have a crush.
You don't have a crush?
I don't have a crush
at all. You so focused on you. Is that what it is?
I'm so focused on my business, on where I want to go, because after I got divorced, I pulled back a lot on the business because I really needed to nourish, nurture, and help my kids heal.
Okay.
And, the divorce was very hard for them.
Okay.
What transpired before the divorce was really hard for them. And I felt guilty because I was so busy being a businesswoman that I felt as though I let my kids down.
Okay.
So I was like, you know what? I'm going to paddle for a while and wait for them to get older. So I kind of maintained the business in a little bubble that I could control until they got older. So now I'm doing my thing again. My son's 17, my daughter's 21, and I just opened my second store because I had to close the first one because of the divorce.
Okay.
But yeah, unfortunately, I guess I'm crushing on myself.
Okay, I love that. I actually love that. So with music, are you into music and stuff like that?
I like all types of music.
I just want to kind of get to know you. So you like all types. You're into compa, all that, and stuff like that?
I listen to everything. Okay. I listen to Haitian. I listen to Brazilian. I listen to African.
Very diverse.
I listen to hip hop. I listen to jazz. Everything.
Well, with, of course, being a woman, is there any women in the Haitian music industry that you admire, that you think is doing a great job? And,
I have two. I love Ebene Naturals.
Oh, yes. She's very talented.
And also, I'm probably going to pronounce her name wrong, but Felicia Ross.
Yes, you're right. Felicia Ross.
I like those.
Yeah, she's talented.
Yes.
You know what I like about her? I've heard her speak. To myself, I have a very strong voice. And, outside of music, her voice sounds great, but she also has a strong speaking voice as well. And, it made me feel like, this beautiful woman, when she speaks, when she sings, she sounds so beautiful. And then she, too, has a strong voice like I do. So, it kind of made me feel like, it's
and she's very down to earth.
Very, 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 very.
The funny thing is, I was doing an event last year, and her mom came up to me. Her mom was like, my daughter uses your products. And
her mom's a nice lady, too.
I didn't know who she was talking about at first, and she took me backstage, and I met her. And she's so... her little sister is beautiful.
Right.
Her mom is beautiful inside and out, and Felicia's spirit is so... I don't even know what...
She's so mellow and so, inviting and stuff like that. Yeah, I've been around her too. I can say the same thing. I actually adore being around her. So with that being said, like I said, Hot Girl Summer. What I was going to say, what products do you use to keep you continuing to be a hot girl? But we can definitely see these right here are the products that you're using, and you look so young and so beautiful.
Do?
Yeah, you do.
I'm getting old, y'all. I'm old.
You're glowing. You look good.
Well,
you look good. Do you want to point out what some of these things are real quick?
Sure. Well, let's see. This is for hair that's thinning.
Okay.
Male pattern baldness runs in some women in my family. Believe it or not, I had a little bout with it. Okay. And I brought my hair back with this oil. I put the pictures on my Instagram page.
Okay.
This is my favorite perfume.
Oh, that's perfume.
Yes.
Does that come in a bigger? Oh, just that.
Just that, because it's very concentrated and very pure, and this will last you a very long time. Oh, yes. Sorry. These are very dear to me.
Okay.
When my daughter was 3 months old, she was diagnosed with eczema, and she had it on her face, all over her body. Okay. So I started making baby products 20-something years ago. She just turned 21. So we have the natural baby powder and the lotion, and we have the diaper balm, which I didn't bring, and other things like that. This is one of our newest products, which is the Curl and Coil Enhancing Custard.
I think I had that.
And I made that specifically for the 4C textures, which I have on my hair right now, which I have a combination of all. But I wanted to create something that gave you extreme moisture without weighing your hair down.
Okay.
So this one has the mango butter, it has the moringa, and it also has the good old fashioned masquiti in it. Which
you know what? I'm a diehard fan of Louis Masquiti. Oh my gosh, I don't care how strong it smells. That's my go-to.
But here's the thing: I want you to open this and smell it.
Okay.
Because I did a pretty good job masking the aroma.
Yes, it does smell very good. It smells edible.
And that's the thing, you don't even know you have masquiti on. This is one of my favorites as well. It's a body souffle. I have eczema as well. That's where my children get it from.
Okay.
So this is a thicker cream that you would use in the winter months. We also have our natural bars of soap.
Okay.
If you want to make your feet pretty, we have the foot soap with a little foot lotion. And I think this is our men product, this one.
Oh, you guys have men products.
Well, yeah, I was married. So, but you know, the thing is, the way that Ebene is, there's every single product has a story behind it.
Okay. I like that. I like that. Okay. Well, I'm here for the vibe. I'm here for the glow. I'm here for the beauty. I'm here for the organics and stuff like that. So what is your favorite quote? What do you say to yourself when you wake up in the morning? What do you say to other women when they're speaking to you? Because I'm pretty sure you told your story plenty of times to other women. So what is that one quote that you use to encourage these women, and you encourage yourself, your daughter, people around you?
What I say sometimes may sound negative, but it's not.
Okay.
Because I've had women come up to me and say, I don't have a support system. I don't have this and I don't have that. Mm-hmm. I didn't have a support system.
Okay.
When I got divorced, there was no support system. That's why I had to pull back quite a bit. So what I usually tell women is you have to be your own supporter.
Okay.
You have to beat to your own drum. Do not expect a support system. If you get it, that's wonderful.
Right.
But don't go about your day expecting any help from anyone.
Okay.
Make sure you have your back at all times.
I completely agree.
Because if you do, then you always know where you're going.
Okay.
Because when you depend on other people, you don't have full control of where you're going.
I absolutely
that's
agree.
The advice I usually give. And I'm sorry if it sounds bad, but it's very realistic.
Yeah, so it's kind of like how people say you have to love yourself first before anything else.
Yeah.
Okay, well, before we wrap it up, can you let the people know one last time where they can find your products, where they can find you, how can they contact you?
Sure.
Any words of encouragement, anything that you want to let them know?
Well, words of encouragement is do your thing.
Okay.
As you heard, when I started the business, I didn't have the support of my ex-husband. So if I expected him to help me, we wouldn't have this here. You understand? So you have to be, like I said, beat to your own drum and do your own thing. You can find us at ebenenaturals.com, which is EBENE with the word naturals with an S at the end.com. You can find us on Amazon. When you search for Ebene Natural Hair Care, you'll find the skincare products under that as well. And we just opened our boutique about 2 months ago, and it's at 1036 Northwest 3rd Avenue. And I know it's downtown area, but there's a free parking lot next to us. It's free for 2 hours. And if they change it to a paid parking lot, you bring me your receipt and I will take that off of the, purchase. Okay. And that's it. We're going to be expanding into more salons. You can always go on the website to see which salon is near you. And we're going to have a lot of little events happening moving forward just to teach women on how to embrace themselves, embrace their hair, embrace their skin, and, empower themselves. I have different people in the community that I work with personally.
Okay.
I'm going to have my accountant come in and do a session to teach women on how to do their taxes.
Okay.
Especially when you're a single parent. There are things that are available to you through your taxes that you don't know about. I'm going to have a financial advisor come in and advise on how you can save money to empower yourself.
Okay.
I'm going to have my mechanic come in because women are always getting taken advantage of. And
she's looking out for us, sisters. She's looking out.
I am. Let me tell you something. I was going to take my car somewhere to get work done, and they wanted $1,000.
Oh, yeah.
And
sometimes they try to get over you because you're a woman, yeah.
I called this guy. He looked at it, and he was like, you need this and this and that. And I said, yes, I know. He's like, it's $400. I was like, what?
Wow. Wow.
And he's all about empowering women.
I like that.
Because he feels as though we get taken advantage of a lot. So when I mentioned that to him, he's all for it, you know? So whenever I meet someone that's a good person that I feel that others can benefit from, I try to push them out there as much as I can into my network.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Well, definitely, I'm natural. Like I said, I have some of your products, so I encourage you guys to go ahead and support. This is
Thank you.
great line. She has men's stuff, she has children's stuff, she has skin stuff, hair stuff. So, ladies, go ahead and continue your hot girl summer with Ebene. Ebene. I'm sorry, it's the axe Ebene, and everything's organic. I definitely support it, and you know what? I enjoyed having this conversation. I enjoyed getting to know you.
Thank you.
And 20 years, I would have never thought 20 years, and this is all you do. I think it's excellent.
I started to stay home with my daughter, and I'm glad I did, because as a single parent, sometimes it's really hard to be everywhere for your child.
Right,
and this has given me the freedom to do that.
Okay, well,
granted, I know, Gabby, I'm not always everywhere. I know you're rolling your eyes, but it gave me a chance to sit with them at lunchtime and read books to her and her classmates. It's giving me a chance to go to my son's games.
That's good.
Because he has friends that are single parents too, and the moms are working 2 jobs.
Okay.
And a lot of times they don't get to. So this has been a blessing.
Amen.
You know? It's a gift from God.
Amen.
That's the way I look at it.
And you know what? Like I said, thank you for being here. I enjoyed our conversation. I enjoyed our time. And thank you guys for tuning into Fanm Kreyol Takeover. And thank you for being a part of the takeover.
Thank you.
Bisous.
Bisous.